Welcome back to the Real Bio Protocol, the channel where we break down the science of peptides, fitness, and health optimization that most people will never hear about. Today, we are diving into something that could completely change the way you think about injury recovery and tissue repair. We are going to cover exactly how it works, what the real science says, the results you can expect week by week, and exactly what you need to do to get the most out of it. Stay with us until the end because we are going to give you the full protocol. Let's get into it. ACT1, the setup here is what nobody is telling you about that nagging shoulder injury. That torn rotator cuff, that Achilles tendon that has been bothering you for years. The standard medical playbook goes like this. Rest for 6 weeks, take some ibuprofen, do some physical therapy. And if that does not work, surgery, recovery time, 6 months to a year, cost tens of thousands of dollars, success rate honestly not as high as they want you to believe. But what if I told you there is a combination of 2 peptides that athletes, biohackers, and even some forward-thinking doctors are using right now to heal injuries that were supposed to require surgery? What if full recovery could happen in weeks instead of months? This is not science fiction. This is not some underground forum rumor. This is real peptide science that has been studied for decades but kept out of mainstream medicine. The BPC-157 and TB-500 stack is being called the healing stack for good reason. And today you're going to learn exactly why it works, how to use it, and what to expect every single week. ACT2, the science, let us talk about what the research actually shows. BPC-157 stands for Body Protection Compound 157. It is a synthetic peptide derived from a protein found naturally in your stomach acid. Studies published in the Journal of Physiology and Pharmacology have shown that BPC-157 accelerates the healing of tendons, ligaments, muscles, and even the gut lining. We are talking about research going back to the 1990s showing dramatic improvements in tissue repair. TB-500 is the synthetic version of thymosin beta-4, a peptide that your body already produces. Research from the Journal of Investigative Dermatology shows TB-500 promotes cell migration, blood vessel formation, and reduces inflammation at the injury site. It literally tells your cells to move to the damaged area and start rebuilding. Here's what makes the stack so powerful. BPC-157 works primarily on tendons and ligaments. TB-500 works more systemically on muscles and connective tissue. Together they cover every angle of injury repair. They are synergistic. 1 + 1 = 3. A 2018 study showed BPC-157 increased collagen production by over 50% in damaged tendons. Another study demonstrated TB-500 reduced scar tissue formation while speeding up the healing timeline. Put them together, and you have a protocol that addresses the entire injury cascade. ACT3, how it works, let me explain this in plain English. When you get injured, your body goes through phases. First, inflammation, then proliferation where new tissue forms, then remodeling where that tissue gets stronger. Most injuries stall out somewhere in this process. That is why you have chronic pain that never fully heals. Think of BPC-157 as the project manager at a construction site. It coordinates the workers, brings in the right materials, and makes sure everything gets built correctly. It upregulates growth hormone receptors at the injury site. It increases blood flow. It promotes the formation of new blood vessels through a process called angiogenesis. More blood means more nutrients and oxygen to the damaged tissue. TB-500 is like the emergency response team. It reduces inflammation fast. It promotes cell migration so repair cells actually get to where they need to go. It helps regulate actin, which is a protein that determines cell structure and movement. Your cells literally become better at moving and rebuilding. Together, these peptides accelerate every phase of healing. They reduce the inflammatory phase so you are not stuck in pain for weeks. They supercharge the proliferation phase so new tissue forms faster. And they improve the remodeling phase so the healed tissue is actually strong and functional. ACT4, the protocol here is exactly what the protocol looks like. For BPC-157, you want 250 to 500 micrograms per day. For TB-500, you want 2 to 2.5 milligrams twice per week for the first 4 weeks, then once per week for maintenance. Injection is subcutaneous, meaning just under the skin near the injury site for localized effect. Run this stack for 8 to 12 weeks depending on injury severity. Some people split the BPC-157 dose morning and night. Others do 1 injection per day. Consistency matters more than perfect timing. Diet during this protocol should be high in protein and collagen. We are talking at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Add in vitamin C to support collagen synthesis. Get your sleep because growth hormone release peaks during deep sleep, and that is when tissue repair accelerates. Training should be light movement and physical therapy exercises. You want blood flow to the area without re-injuring it. Active recovery, not complete rest. ACT5 week by week results. Week 1, you will notice reduced inflammation and pain. The swelling goes down, you can move easier. Week 2, the healing really kicks in. Range of motion improves, that constant nagging ache starts fading. Week 4, this is where people get excited. Strength starts returning. You can do movements that were impossible before. Week 8, most moderate injuries are significantly healed at this point. People with torn tendons report being back to normal activity. Week 12, for serious injuries, this is full recovery territory. Tissue that was supposed to need surgery is now functional and strong. The payoff: you now understand something that most people will never learn from their doctor. You know that BPC-157 and TB-500 work synergistically to accelerate every phase of tissue repair. You know the exact protocol. You know what to expect week by week. This is information that could save you months of pain, thousands of dollars, and potentially unnecessary surgery. The science is out there, and now you have it. That is why we are here. This is the Real Bio Protocol. If you enjoyed this upload, do not forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Share this with someone who needs it, and tune in again for the next upload. See you then. If you enjoyed this upload, do not forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Tune in again for the next upload. This has been the Real Bio Protocol.